My family is most concerned about me being taken advantage of, me being talked into something that I may not be able to get myself out of. I do feel like there comes a point where you have to let the love take a back seat and say, okay, well, I'm going to respect him as an adult. Hurt you that they're not full.
I mean, bro, I don't really think it's a matter of the fact that your family doesn't respect you as an adult. It has nothing to do with that, okay, Niles? Like, your family is just concerned with the fact that you will go into Ghana to potentially marry someone when you know full well you're not fully committed to marrying that person. But also on top of that, they're also probably worried the fact that you are going to another country, and they think that trying to talk you down is the best way to stop you from doing what you want to do. I mean, listen, should his family support him throughout his journey of going to Ghana, throughout his time of obviously trying to, you know, make things work with Matilda? I'm going to say yes. I think it's important for the family to let him know that they don't approve and the reasons why they don't approve, but it's not right for the family to just say, okay, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. We just won't be here for you. There's no need for that, because in life, people have to try certain things out to know whether or not it works for them or not. Because sometimes for some people, not knowing hurts them more than actually knowing and then being hurt, you know, because it's always that feeling of, but what if I had done that? And also now there's someone that, you know, we can say that he's definitely been, he's someone that definitely wants to have a relationship with someone. He wants someone to actually, you know, love him, someone to look after him, someone to accept him for who he is. And if he feels he can't get that in America, or at least the state he's from, and he feels going abroad is the answer, let him do it. Let him do it. And if it doesn't work out, he can only learn. Now, I get it. The family thinks that this is their way. I'm going to have to say, I disagree. I feel like they should just tell him how they feel and then just be there for the backlash, if there's any backlash. But we continue. I have to add, I only say this because I feel like we are now living in a world where a lot of people no longer have security anymore. You know, a lot of people don't have that. What's the word? It's something security. Let me know what word I'm looking for, or the phrase I'm looking for. It's something security. And a lot of people don't have that because a lot of people are being abandoned by XYZ. And I don't believe that it is fair for him to be abandoned to him, because this is a whole new experience for him. And he can only learn from it if he goes through it.
What do you think? Love take a back seat and say, okay, well, I'm going to respect him as an adult.
It hurt you that they're not fully on board.
What do you think? It really does hurt. I would have liked for them to have been here with me, to have supported me in this. I really would have.
And you know what? It would have been cool for him. Because this is the thing, right? It's one thing making a big choice in your life that may backfire, or it feels like it most likely will backfire on you. But to go through that journey knowing that nobody is going to be with you, or nobody, like nobody's supporting you, that you know that when you go, if you fall, you're literally going to fall on your own back. Now, don't get me wrong, there are pros to that. There are pros to going through something alone, taking a risk on your own, and then it not working out, and then you fall on your own flat feet, you then land on your own back. There are pros to that, because from that, it can still have a big impact where it can make you stronger for the next time. But at the same time, there's also massive pros to knowing that you can do something, but you know you're going to have someone to fall back on that's going to be there for you. Because we're not talking about this as if it's a financial thing. This is an emotional thing. An emotional thing where it'd be good for him to have someone to be there for him on emotionally.
From my problems with traveling, autism really hampers me in social situations, so I'm concerned about stepping into a new culture because I barely understand the culture that I was born to.
You know, I really like that line, because people, listen, I don't feel like people really allow that line to really sink in enough. The culture that I was born into. That statement is actually deeper than you can imagine. I just want everybody just to process that one. Process that last line. Let me play that again.
Autism really hampers me in social situations, so I'm concerned about stepping into a new culture because I barely understand the culture that I was born to.
Tell me how many people actually understand the culture that we are born in. Tell me who actually understands the culture that we live in right now. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Tell me you understand it. So let's be real, a lot of us fully don't understand this. I mean, let's be real. We're watching 90 Day Fiancé for a reason, right? Because 90 Day never makes any sense, you know. But it's a part of our culture, right? That line was deep, and he has no idea. Just wanted to highlight it.
It's a boring place. They don't have club. They don't have big restaurants. I want to move from Fiancé to US to start my future life.
I want to move to start my future life. I want to start my future life. I want to start my. I didn't realize there was I's and my's in relationships.
I believe it's a curse. Niles told me that he's high sensitive, he don't like noise, and he can become overwhelmed easily.
Now, that's not something that I need to say anything about right now, but I wanted to point that out because I want to see if she sticks to that in the future. She understands and acknowledges that loud noises are not comfortable for him. So let's see how she treats him when he's there and what environment that she takes him to when he's there. Because that's very crucial. And to be honest with you, generally speaking, like, I mean, us black people be loud as hell sometimes, especially when we're all together. You make a joke, we're all laughing like there's no tomorrow. unless we do the iconic silent laugh. But anyway,
Niles and I together, I think my life will change, and I am excited. But this wedding and everything we need to do in these few weeks is a lot.
I mean, listen, to be honest with you, in this episode here, I heard a lot of eyes from her. A lot of reasons why it's beneficial for her to be with him and to be in America. And that is a concern, because that therefore does derive more the narrative of, is she with Niles for the right reasons? But like I said last week, I'm going to wait to see obviously what they are like when he arrives. When he arrives in Ghana, I want to obviously observe how she treats him, obviously how she respects him, and also at the same time how he obviously reacts to her, how he also treats her, and also what kind of respect he has for her too. Does that be able to really show us whether or not if her intentions are pure or if they're not? But one thing that I can say is that she's made it abundantly clear. She wants to get away from her town. Why? Because there is nothing there. Now, here's the thing. Ghana is a place that there are amazing things to do, you know, especially if you go into the capital, Accra. The way they refurbished that city, I haven't been there myself in particular, but I know a couple of people that have been there and are from there. And boy, people be talking about that place as if it's the best place in the freaking world, you know what I'm saying? So it seems to me, it's not that Ghana doesn't have certain things. It seems to me as if she just has a certain desire to, you know, be in a certain location. But we shall wait and see. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.
My family is most concerned about